What's up, guys? I'm Colin, and this is going to be my first ever YouTube video on this channel, or any channel for that matter. Um, really, why I'm starting this is I just want to kind of a documented library I can look back on throughout my fitness journey, kind of see where I'm at now, and check back in a few months and throughout the years even, and see how much progress we can make. If you can't tell, not used to talking to a camera, so this will be a whole new experience for me, but should be fun nonetheless. So basically all I wanted to talk about in this whole intro video is where I got started in my fitness journey, kind of where I'm at now, I guess my approach to my fitness, what keeps me going, and then kind of just talk about my current programming for nutrition and workouts, talk about an exciting update that I have, and then talk about my future programming for nutrition and workouts. And then at the end, just kind of talk about my short-term and long-term goals, and I guess we can look back and see if I did them. So, where I got started, I started lifting around 5 years ago. I was very consistent with my workouts. I had no problem getting to the gym. And after 5 years, you would think you'd be shredded and an absolute monster. That's not the case. My big downfall and kind of why I would remain stagnant for 4.5, 5 years is just because my nutrition was god awful. If you know me, if you don't know me, I love to eat and I love eating like shit, and I could eat a lot. I'm like a freaking endless pit. So that was kind of my downfall. Never took the time to learn about my nutrition. Never took the time to try anything new. I just liked working out. So that's all I did. So about 5 months ago, 6 months ago, I got big into my fitness, kind of started going off doing my own research and kind of what I needed to change. And I knew I could learn, but I thought it would be awesome to hire a coach and kind of have a mentor to walk me through this journey, which brings me to kind of where I'm at now. So 4 months ago, I hired my first ever fitness coach. His name is Nick Andrade, and I've known Nick for quite some time personally, and we live in different states, so I ended up doing some online coaching with him, and it was freaking great. When I first started with Nick, I was 230 pounds. Today, fasted, I weighed in at 174.5, and I'll have to post some update pictures above. But actually, the whole reason I got started with Nick was because my mobility. Obviously, I wanted to lose weight and put on muscle. It's a given. But the whole reason I chose Nick was he also specializes in mobility work. I was having terribly crunchy shoulders, lower back pains, hip pains. Shit you get from working an office job and sitting on a couch a lot, I guess. So looking back over the 4 months, I feel great physically, mentally, and obviously the physique change came with the consistency and discipline, sticking to the program, which kind of leads me into what that program was. So I'll talk about the workout program and then go into a little bit of my current nutrition and then talk about what my future plan is. So workout program was Monday and Tuesdays was, so Monday was an upper body workouts. Tuesday was lower body, rest day Wednesday, and then repeat Thursday, Friday. So upper body, lower body, rest on the weekend. So 4 days on, 3 days off. The whole purpose of that was kind of just building strength in the muscles in the areas we were trying to hit, and then just kind of experiencing new workouts. A lot of the workouts that Nick had me doing I'd never done in my life, and they were freaking awesome because it was a whole range of motion and actually strengthening. So I feel like that's why my body feels so much better now. So that was the whole workout program. Obviously intermixed. Mondays were different than Thursdays. Tuesdays were different than Thursdays, but it was always upper, lower. And then nutrition, currently where I'm at, don't really have a plan for my nutrition. I mean, me and Nick discussed nutrition, told me the numbers I should be around at, but I kind of just took it on my own authority to figure out what I wanted to eat. And it ended up being the same thing almost every single day unless I had like a cheat meal or something. But for breakfast, I always had 3 eggs, piece of sourdough toast, and then a protein shake. And then lunch, I'd have a whole chicken breast. Don't know how much it weighed, just whatever the chicken breast was, I just ate it. 125 grams of jasmine rice. And then dinner, I would do a half a pound of lean ground beef, usually around 94.6 lean. And then another about 125 grams of jasmine rice with a protein shake. And it was under my maintenance calories, so the weight loss was probably pretty aggressive. I don't even know my macros, so that's actually something that I'm going to be changing up here in the future. Is actually this tomorrow I'm going to have to start counting my macros. So that leads me into my updates. So I will actually be starting working with a new coach. I'll share more about that as the time goes on. But really excited to get started with him. I already kind of know what my programming, workout, nutrition looks like, so I just want to share that. So workout programming, I'll be on a PPL split, a push-pull legs, which is awesome because that's what I was doing before I met Nick. Obviously didn't see the most tremendous gains because of the nutrition, but I love the program. So it'll be push-pull legs Monday through Wednesday, off Thursday, push-pull legs, repeat. And that's actually something that I want to get into in future videos as well, is kind of just making recordings of the workouts that I'm doing. I am very nervous to bring a camera into the gym. We'll see if I do it or not. That's the plan for right now, but I guess I shouldn't be thinking about what other people think of me because fuck them. But we'll see. We'll see. I'd like to, but I don't know. So I'd like to dive more into the workouts and kind of see weight progressions, physique progressions. So we'll see. And then nutritionally, I'll be counting my macros now. I'll be around 2,500 calories. I'll go over other macros like protein, carbs, and fats some other time. But really excited because it's a very well documented list of what I should be eating and what I'll be doing. So a lot of lean meats, fruits and veggies, which if you couldn't tell by my previous eating habits, I was not having fruits or veggies. I love fruit. Vegetables I can go with or without. So nonetheless, really excited to do that. And then just healthy carbs, cream of rice, jasmine rice, potatoes. So I'll actually be tracking my macros this time around, so I'm really excited to see what results that brings. So kind of the whole approach with this thing, and I guess kind of my short-term goals is when I met this coach, my goal was to start a gaining phase, start eating more, start putting on more muscle. But I told him I'm taking his recommendation. He's the coach. If he thinks I just keep cutting, that's what I would do. I have to keep cutting, so that's fine. Not really a timeline of how long I'll be cutting. It's more of a body fat percentage goal. We're trying to get around 10% body fat before I start my gaining phase, which is fine. I just, like I said earlier, I love to eat, so I'm really excited to get some more calories in me. But yeah, we'll see. So I guess timeline, maybe around 2 months, 3 months of continuous cutting, and then we'll start into that gaining phase, and then short-term goals will have to be reestablished. But the long-term goal, and I don't even have a timeline for this, I don't know if I'm even going to do it. Right now it's a goal, is I would love to step on stage in a bodybuilding show and compete. I don't even know what I would go into in regards to type of competition. Again, I would hope to lean on my coach for that. We'll see. Don't even have a timeline, but would love to do that as of right now. So we'll see. So I guess what I want to end with now is kind of my approach and what's been helping me with my fitness. So I guess it's 3 main things. One being consistency, the next being discipline, and the third being knowledge. If you're consistent with your eating, you're consistent with your lifts, the rest follows. Don't set terribly difficult goals. Try and lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds. And just when you're consistent with that, your goals are going to fucking follow. It's as simple as that. Discipline kind of leans into the same thing as being consistent in regards to doing the hard shit you don't want to do. There's a lot of fucking days where I do not want to go to the gym. There's a lot of fucking days where I want to eat a whole pizza to myself. But you have to realize there's a bigger purpose. You have goals. There's nothing better. Nothing feels better. Again, this is for me. Than completing your goals and seeing yourself progress through those goals. The whole fucking journey is the beauty of it. When you hit a goal, that's awesome. Then you have to make new ones because that feeling is great. So that's the whole thing with discipline, is to do hard shit. It's awesome. Then the last one is knowledge. I know I said this a few times. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing for 4.5, 5 years. When I actually started caring about what I was doing and I actually took the time to learn about what I was doing, everything changed. My physique changed. My mental health changed. So just actually care enough that you want to learn about it. Makes you a little bit more interesting too. You got something to talk about. I love talking to some of my friends about fitness. I love talking to my coaches about fitness. So it changes everything, in my personal opinion. So I think that will conclude my first ever YouTube video. Nobody watches this. That's fine. But I'm excited to see what I have in store. All right, thanks guys.